Thank you. You may be seated.
Good morning. I'm Chris Shook, Dean of the Gordon Ford College of Business, and I'm honored to welcome you to the Gordon Ford College of Business recognition ceremony in celebration of our December 2019 graduating class. To begin, I invite you to stand as we observe a moment of silence to give thanks for today's graduates, to reflect on the journey that brought each of us to this moment, and to honor the memory of those who are not with us today, particularly those members of the Hilltopper family whom we lost this year. Thank you. Please remain standing for the national anthem and My Old Kentucky Home, led by Ms. Dee Dee Turley. You will find the words to both songs on page 25 of your program.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. 'Tis summer, the people are gay. The corn tops ripe and the meadows in the bloom, while the birds make music all the day. The young folk roll on the little cabin floor, all merry, all happy and bright. By and by hard times come a-knocking at my door, then my old Kentucky home, good night. Weep no more, my lady, oh, weep no more today. I will sing one song for my old Kentucky home, for my old Kentucky home far away.
Thank you. You may be seated. This celebration is a special time in the life of a university. It symbolizes success and the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and commitment. As a way of celebrating, please take a few moments to watch the big screen for a series of photos of you, our graduates, from your time here at WKU. Each of those moments you just saw has culminated in today's celebration. Graduates, many people played a role in helping you get here today, and I know you want to take the time to recognize and thank them for their vision, leadership, guidance, and support. Seated on the platform are WKU's 10th President, Timothy C. Caboni, Dr. Cheryl Stevens, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Ms. Susan Howarth, Executive Vice President for Strategy, Operations, and Finance, 7 members of the WKU Board of Regents, Mr. Frederick Higdon, Chair, Ms. Julie Harris Henson, Regent, Dr. Philip Bale, Regent, Mr. Jason McKinney, Regent, Dr. Klaus Ernst, Regent, Mr. David Brinkley, Regent, Mr. Will Harris, Regent, Mr. Barclay Payne, President of the WKU Alumni Association, Ms. Lee Jones, member of the Ogden Foundation Board of Directors, Dr. Craig Cobain, Executive Director of the Mahurin Honors College, and our Gordon Ford leadership team that represents each of your departments and the Dean's Office. Also on the platform is the Ogden Foundation Scholar and accounting major, Mr. Aaron Jacobs. Our student representative and economics major, Mr. Jeremy Ashworth, and our soloist, whom you've already met, Ms. Dee Dee Turley. To my left and to my right are members of the Gordon Ford College of Business faculty who have provided outstanding instruction and guidance over the course of your studies. Would the platform party and the college faculty members please stand and be recognized? We also have several from our college staff assisting with this ceremony, just as they have assisted you during your time at WKU. Would our Gordon Ford College of Business staff who are celebrating with our students here today please stand and be recognized? Finally, graduates, seated throughout the arena are your parents, grandparents, and siblings, your spouses and children, your family, and your friends. None of us knows or understands the individual struggles you may have faced along your way. But these are the people who have supported you the most in your journey, and all are proud to celebrate this day with you. Would those individuals please stand and be recognized for your love and support? Thank you. While each of you should be celebrating your own successes today, you are also celebrating the successes of the friends and classmates who surround you right now. Now, please welcome your classmate, economics major Jeremy Ashworth, as he shares his WKU story.
Good morning. I think I speak on behalf of most everyone here when I say, as sad of a moment as this can be for most, thank God it's finally here. On behalf of the fall graduating class of 2019, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you to Western Kentucky. Thank you to Dr. Caboni. Thank you to all the friends and family who were able to travel in today. And thank you to everyone in Gordon Ford, but most importantly, our professors for all the time, effort, but most of all, patience you put into us these last 4 years. I'd also like to say thanks to everyone in my family who were able to make it today. All the love and support you've given me these past 4 years is something that will be very hard to repay. I believe in every person's life, there's a set of influencers you're going to come across. the ones that can tell you you're going to make it, and the ones that can tell you you have no shot. I'll be willing to bet most of you have probably had an experience like that. The reason I say that is because 4 years ago, coming out of high school, I was told I was not going to make it. People I trusted, high school administrators, they all said I'd be home by October. Now keep in mind, the beginning of the semester starts in the middle of August. So they gave me a month and a half at best, and then I was coming home. I'm not even sure it's possible to flunk out in a month and a half, but according to them, it is. Now, even though I can sit here today and laugh about that, when you're about to take a step out into the real world, it hits you a little bit. Now, the reason I share that story of my past is because from here on out, we are in control of our future. We decide what we want in life, and we choose whether or not we're going to be successful, not the people who doubt us. No matter what someone tells you, keep going. No matter what people will think is going to happen to you, keep going. No matter how unachievable you think your goal is, keep going. When you sit here and you think of all the memories these past 4 years, it's clear that everyone's experience was a little different. Whether it's you going to cookout at 1 in the morning and find yourself getting kicked out at 1:15. Or maybe it was you spending hours upon hours in the library cramming for the hardest test of your life. Or maybe it's you meeting the best friend and friends you're going to be with for the rest of your life. Maybe the people that you're going to have at your wedding one day. All these experiences and all these people you've met have made you into the person you are today. Whether you're an accounting major, marketing, management, finance, economics, all the experiences you've had have given you the opportunity, friendships, relationships, and have set you up for the rest of your life. And for that, WKU, we thank you. Thank you. Go Tops.
Thank you, Jeremy, for those thoughtful remarks. I now ask Dr. Cheryl Stevens, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, to come forward for the recognition of honor graduates. Provost Stevens.
Good morning. WKU awards 3 honors designations to students receiving baccalaureate degrees, cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, and 2 recognitions for students receiving associate degrees, with distinction and with high distinction. These labels of academic excellence are explained on page 8 of your program. All of these outstanding graduates have earned a grade point average of 3.4 or above with the appropriate number of credit hours earned at WKU. And today, they proudly wear red and white honor cords as a symbol of their academic achievement. Will all honors graduates please stand to be recognized and congratulated? Thank you. You may be seated. The Scholar of the College Award is bestowed on the baccalaureate student or students in the college with the highest academic standing. These students receive medallions and will be recognized during our individual recognition of graduates. The Ogden Foundation Scholar Award is presented to one graduating senior who has demonstrated exceptional academic achievement in addition to outstanding university and civic engagement. Named for Ogden College, one of the institutions from which Western Kentucky University evolved, the Ogden Foundation Scholar Award will be presented by Ms. Lee Jones, a member of the Ogden Foundation Board of Trustees. The winner will receive a plaque and a $1,000 monetary award provided by the Ogden Foundation. Selected by a faculty committee, the 2019 Ogden Foundation Scholar has earned a Bachelor of Science with a major in accounting and a minor in agriculture. He is pursuing the Master of Science in Accounting through the WKU Joint Undergraduate to Master's program. His goal is to return to his hometown in Morgantown, Kentucky, to open an accounting practice. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the 2019 Ogden Foundation Scholar Award, WKU's highest honor, Aaron Jacobs. Congratulations to all of our honors graduates and their families. And now, graduates, this is the moment in the program for which you've been waiting, the conferral of your degrees. Would all graduates please rise? President Caboni, today's degree candidates have completed master's and bachelor's degree programs as prescribed by the university, conforming to the standards of its accrediting associations and the laws accrediting the Commonwealth of Kentucky. On behalf of the deans, department heads, and faculty of Western Kentucky University, I proudly recommend that the appropriate degrees be conferred upon these graduates.
Thank you, Provost Stevens. I accept your recommendation, and I'm pleased to present these degree candidates to the Board of Regents for the conferral of degrees. Will the platform party and faculty please rise? For the official conferring of degrees, please welcome Mr. Frederick Higdon, Chair of WKU's Board of Regents.
Just as today's ceremonies represent a milestone in each of your lives, this occasion is both happy and memorable for all of the regents who stand with me before you on this stage. The responsibility of conferring degrees is the highest honor and greatest privilege for the Board of Regents of Western Kentucky University. Graduates, I hereby confer upon each of you the appropriate degree, which you have earned through your program of study as recommended by the provost and faculty and certified by the president of the university. On behalf of the Board of Regents, congratulations. You should feel a great sense of satisfaction in your accomplishments.
Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. As you may know, this is my first recognition ceremony here at WKU. This graduating class is special to me, as you are my first graduates from WKU. So I gave some serious thought about what I would like to say to you this morning. And as I remembered the good commencement speeches I had heard over my career, I realized that there was one thing that characterized all the good commencement speeches. It's something that academics find particularly challenging. The one thing in common is that the remarks were brief. So with that in mind, I will charge ahead. Given that this recognition ceremony for the Gordon Ford College of Business One might expect the dean to send you off with quotes from successful entrepreneurs on the importance of risk-taking, or from CEOs on persistence and innovation. While both valid and important, what I want to say to you this morning is best illustrated with some quotes from Fred Rogers, the sweater-wearing, soft-spoken television personality who hosted 895 episodes of the children's show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood from 1968 to 2001. Mr. Rogers said, quote, "Often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else." Today, we find ourselves in exactly that situation. As we celebrate your achievements and the end of your college studies, it seems particularly appropriate to look forward. This morning, I want to take the liberty of offering some advice as you begin the rest of your life. There are two things I want to impress upon you today. The first is the radical importance of not only knowing yourself, but also being yourself. According to Mr. Rogers, quote, "In a way, you've already won in this world because you're the only one who can be you." Please listen to that one more time. In a way, you've already won in this world because you're the only one who can be you. I was recently asked to give a presentation to our Beta Alpha Psi chapter, which is our Accounting Honor Society. They made the mistake of telling me I could talk about whatever I wanted. Can you imagine? Telling an academic he could talk about whatever he wanted. They were expecting a presentation on my career in public accounting and why I left accounting for a career as a professor. Instead, I talked about the importance of knowing themselves and especially knowing what their core values are. You see, we are all different, and we all value very different things. And until one knows what motivates oneself, one can't be sure of a career or a life that will be fulfilling. Mr. Rogers had some keen insight when he said, quote, "It's really easy to fall into the trap of believing that what we do is more important than what we are. Of course, it's the opposite that's true. What we are ultimately determines what we do." End quote. "One thing is for certain, time, energy, and resources are limited, and you will be forced to make choices about your lives and your careers. Better choices, success, and happiness result from understanding who you are and living out your individual values." The second thing I want to offer you this morning is that you should be very careful how you define success. Our American culture seems to measure success by material things: money, cars, houses, career advancements, partnership, the corner office, stock options. The list of material things go on. And all those things can be really good things. But be very careful as you pick the metrics for measuring your success. The economics students and faculty here will likely recognize Goodhart's law, which roughly states that when a measure becomes a target, it ceases to be a good measure. Thus, once material rewards become a target, they no longer serve as a good measure of success. Mr. Rogers offered some helpful insight when he said, "It's not so much what we have in this life that matters. It's what we do with what we have." Success is doing what you love. In his biography, Fred Rogers wrote, The thing I remember most, or the thing I remember best about successful people I've met all through the years is their obvious delight in what they're doing, and it seems to have very little to do with worldly success. They just love what they're doing, and they love it in front of others. Today, as you prepare to leave WKU, I encourage you, go. Do something you love. One final thought on success comes from Henry James via Mr. Rogers, given that the novelist Henry James would have been a little too advanced for his audience of children. Mr. Rogers paraphrased Henry James on the importance of being kind and measuring success. He said, "There are 3 ways to ultimate success. The first way is to be kind. The second way is to be kind. And the third way is to be kind." In this part of the country, we tend to confuse being nice with being kind. They are not the same. Being kind involves honesty and, most of all, respect. As you progress in your career, you will likely have to make tough decisions and deliver bad news. Perhaps you will have to give a negative annual evaluation, or worse, have to let someone go. When you do, remember to be kind. Commencement remarks by a business dean over the past 2 decades wouldn't be considered complete without a quote from Steve Jobs, founder of Apple. So here we go. Let me conclude my remarks with a quote attributed to him. "Your time is limited. So, don't waste it living someone else's life. Go out from here and make us proud by living your life. You are the only one who can." Thank you and congratulations. Among our great traditions, Among our great traditions at WKU is this portion in the ceremony when we celebrate the commitment of graduating Hilltoppers to making a good life through service in our nation's military. We are honored this morning to commission one new graduate who is beginning his career as Second Lieutenant in the United States Army. At this time, I invite Captain Charles E. Richard, Assistant Professor of Military Science, to come forward to administer the oath of office to this new officer. Please hold your applause until after the oath. Commissioned today is Second Lieutenant Devin Geralds, Army National Guard Field Artillery. Lieutenant Geralds is from Tompkinsville, Kentucky. His first assignment will be Tompkinsville, Kentucky.
I, Devin Lee Geralds,
having been appointed an officer in the Army
of the United States,
as indicated above,
in
the grade of Second Lieutenant,
do
solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign or domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservations or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office upon which I am about to enter. So help me God.
Congratulations to our nation's new military officer, and thank you for your service. Now I would like to ask this new officer, along with any of his classmates who have or are currently serving in our armed forces, to please stand so that we may celebrate your successes and thank you for your service. You have to stand back up again. Now, would any member of our faculty and audience who have or are currently serving in our armed forces please stand so that we may thank you for your service. Thank you. Thank you all for your service. I will now turn the microphone over to Dr. Evelyn Thrasher, Interim Associate Dean for Faculty and Administration, as she leads us through the next phase of our celebration.
Good morning. This is the moment you've been waiting for. This is a special time in the ceremony in which we recognize each graduate individually for his or her accomplishments. During the recognition of each graduate, the audience is requested not to come to the stage to take pictures. We have a professional photographer taking pictures of all the graduates. Also, we ask that you please refrain from blocking the view of others by standing to take pictures. Graduates, I ask that after you have been recognized, you respect your fellow graduates by returning to your seat until the conclusion of the ceremony. I can promise you your favorite part is coming at the end anyway. It is customary at WKU for each graduate to be presented a ceremonial diploma by their college dean. President Caboni will then personally congratulate each of you. The master's degree recipients are recognized first through the traditional hooding by their program directors. Our bachelor's degree recipients will be recognized next. The first students will be our scholars of the college who have achieved our highest academic standing. Each will be wearing a medallion in recognition of their achievements. It is now my honor, on behalf of the dedicated faculty and staff of the Gordon Ford College of Business, to present our December 2019 graduates.
Francis M. Gunn. Jeffrey Clayton Ray. Savannah J. Ortiz. Kayla F. Martin. Lauren R. Beavers. Madison E. Contry. Bethany L. Wheeler. Bailey L. Clemens. Maria D. Long. Shelby N. Jones. DeAndrea Gibbons. Jeremy A. Ashworth. Aaron M. Jacobs, summa cum laude, Ogden Foundation Scholar and Scholar of the College. Catherine P. Morrison, summa cum laude and Scholar of the College. Sydney C. Vogt, summa cum laude and Scholar of the College. Ashley D. Brinkley, summa cum laude and Scholar of the College. Mackenzie D. Mills, summa cum laude and Scholar of the College. Lauren E. Macy. Cassie M. Harwood. Sydney J. Harrington. Robert R. Orndorff, summa cum laude. Delaney B. Meredith, magna cum laude. Kelsey R. Mattingly. David M. Scott. Keenan Stevenson. Neil D. Cox. Corey B. Rogers, summa cum laude. Leslie G. Wilson. Andrew P. Bowles, summa cum laude. Daniel L. Maupin, summa cum laude. Lillian D. French, Honors College graduate. Irma Civic. Zane D. Martin. Mally T. Wells, cum laude. Kaylin M. Price, summa cum laude. Caitlin B. Thomas. Brittany N. Schlegel. Robert D. Crawford. Marshall D. Bacon. Robert D. High School III. Alec M. Jameson. Andrew J. Day. Shelby V. Vance. B. Vance, sorry. Robert D. Pattengale, magna cum laude. Leon M. Moran. Lauren M. Park. Bailey C. Miles. Sarah M. Hogue, summa cum laude. Brittany A. Biggs. Randall J. Strickmeyer. Beth Ann Akers, summa cum laude and Honors College graduate. Preston D. Hardison. Branson G. Hall. Cameron A. Morgan. Hoy D. Nguyen. Ethan D. Page. Cameron R. Aitken. William B. Lawson, magna cum laude. Linda E. Ratliff, summa cum laude. Jason M. Coltrap. Dominic G. Caslin, cum laude. Damon S. Patel, summa cum laude. Michael A. Upton. Cole F. Adrio. David K. Murdian. Austin P. Reiser. Mohammed S. Alalwan. Ryan D. Hendricks, cum laude. Devin L. Geralds, summa cum laude. Mohammed Nasser Al-Jedhami. Sultan Olatebi. Xiaodong Su. Hillary K. Burris. Jackson T. Stanek. James Z. Kyler. Abigail L. Holland. Bianca C. Soma. Mariah L. Parsons, magna cum laude. Blake H. Mayfield. Kaylin M. Wells, summa cum laude and Honors College graduate. Leslie E. Jones. Eric D. Liptak, magna cum laude. Jeremy L. Jones. Remington A. Hart. Christopher R. McCoy. Leland M. Phelps. Christopher A. Brokamp, magna cum laude. Elizabeth A. Manning, summa cum laude and Honors College graduate. Johnny L. Vo. Parker L. Mefford. Thomas C. Eason. David N. Claytor. Kevin S. Casey. Abdulaziz F. Al-Ramaizan. Abdulaziz S. Al-Qudair. James J. Wellman. Mariah M. Dennison. Hannah G. Phelps. Karina L. Van Meter. Logan G. Powell. Jordan C. Taylor. Haley A. Caudell. Angie L. Williamson. Sarah E. Armstrong, cum laude. Kaylin M. Travis, magna cum laude. Kenna R. Carr, cum laude. Terrell P. Nelson. Kelly V. Warden, summa cum laude. Charles J. Walker. Jordan D. Clark, magna cum laude. Mallory K. Rogel. Metta Simone Saeed. Daniel T. Hooker. Aaron M. Shaw. Trevor J. Greenwell. Connor A. Welch. Timothy L. Pike. Patrick A. Elmore. Daniela N. Zaragoza. Alexis R. Skeen. Aaron R. Gribbins. Jason D. Rigsby. Jordan L. Delano. Joseph M. Hayden. Cheyenne C. Matthews. Brianna D. Owens, cum laude. Heather E. Russell. Summer B. Nevins. Alex B. Alvey. Milan B. Parek, magna cum laude. Presley L. Merida. Jamal D. Davis. Abdul Malik Al-Qasim.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate all degree recipients of the Gordon Ford College of Business. And let's give a special thanks to our announcer, Mr. Jesse Wilcott. He has the best voice in the Gordon Ford College of Business. To officially recognize you as alumni, please welcome Mr. R. Barclay Payne, President of the WKU Alumni Association.
Good morning. When I graduated in the winter of 1986, I was ready to charge ahead, move on, and help make this world a better place. Fast forward 33 years later, I now have the honor and privilege of standing before you as president of your WKU Alumni Association. I'm here today because I realize the significant value of my WKU experience. When I first left the Hill, I knew my time here had been great, but it took time for me to truly understand the transformative nature of my experience. I knew at some point I needed to give back and pay it forward. As a result, I always stand up and cheer for dear old Western whenever we're competing in academics or sports. I'm a proud annual donor and volunteer as a mentor, and I serve on the National Alumni Board of Directors. I am forever grateful for my WKU education, to my professors, administrators, and my amazing network of college classmates. I would not be where I am today on so many levels without the support and encouragement of my entire Hilltopper family. I share this personal journey with you because I suspect you're not fully aware of what WKU means to you now, other than having a tremendous sense of accomplishment. Nor perhaps do you know what this university will mean to you in the future. But I can almost guarantee you'll look back over time and share, like me, the tremendous gratitude for our WKU experience. At this time, will all WKU alumni here today please stand? To the class of 2019, look around you. This is your family, your alumni family. Your connection to WKU is forever, and you're now part of a worldwide network of Hilltoppers who will support you as you continue to climb to even greater heights. Alumni, will you please remain standing as the class of 2019 also rises? Please stand. To signify your accomplishments and your change in status from student to alumnus, please move your tassel from the right side of your motorboard to the left, placing it over your heart. Congratulations, and again, welcome to the WKU alumni family.
Well done, graduates. Our college has a long tradition of preparing our students for applied business success. You are now part of a very important community that will impact the future of your Commonwealth, nation, and world in the most positive ways. Please carry the honor of being a WKU graduate proudly and come home to the Hill often. We are very proud of you. Before we close today, we want to get one final class of 2019 photo with your very special GFCB red towel. Graduates, please stand. As President Henry Hardin Cherry told us, the spirit makes the master. So you know what to do, Hilltoppers. Show your spirit by waving those red towels and smiling for the camera. This is your class of 2019 photo. Great job. Thank you. Let's give a special thanks to all the staff and volunteers who planned and produced today's recognition ceremony. And graduates, let's give one final round of applause to thank your family, friends, faculty, and university staff who have supported you throughout your time at WKU. I now invite Dee Dee to come forward again to lead us in the singing of our alma mater, College Heights. You may find the words on page 26 of your program.
College Heights on hilltop fair, with beauty all thine own. Lovely jewel, far more than graces any throne. College Heights, we hail thee.
The arena will be used for another ceremony shortly. Therefore, we encourage you to find your favorite location on campus to take pictures